Hey, oh, oh, oh. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Take my phone and then cast it to the TV. Sandy let me so I got kids. I gotta get on my grind. Ah, get on my grind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get on my grind. What? Get on my grind. What? Get on my grind. Get on my grind. Yeah. I got to get on my grind. Yeah. I need to get on my grind. Yeah. I am here, and we are gonna watch some game. Just start getting really, really in depth to like singing. I don't know how to sing, but I'm so happy you're here with me. That you're here with me, setting up the field. I am setting up. Uh, whoa, 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 whoa. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What do I even want to set up for this team? Team's stupid. The team is way too good. Oh, that's a fun one to use. Oh yeah. You know me. Give me that beer. Who's playing in net for the Lightning tonight? Who's playing in net for the Lightning? And if you're like, we're caking, you're a little crazy today. You just gotta say, some days you just getting off of work and you just got that fire, you just got that energy. You know that you get to come home and do the thing that you love, talking hockey with my viewers. Yeah, that's what I want to do all day. It's what I've been thinking about all day, all day, all day, all day, all day. Is Cernak? I'll put Cernak in there too. Mm, maybe. Well, maybe we'll bust out a couple hollows today. We'll see. We'll see. It's college game day. I don't know. Is there some basketball? I know that there's that tournament that happens every year in March. Makes everybody go wow. And I'm like, why is everybody so wild? All right. All right. Almost got it all set up, everybody. You know me. I literally sprint home from work. I drive real fast and real safe. I said real fast and real safe. I accidentally Lafreniere cards because I bought that Lafreniere collection. I'll never, ever have to get another Lafreniere card ever again. Keandre Miller, are you gonna play tonight? Or you owied up? I think they trade. Did they trade Cooley? I don't know. Cooley's playing. All right. I can't stand how the Rangers have handled. Like, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. We are going to talk today because there's some things that I like. There's things that I don't like. I said there are things that I like. The things that I don't like. Things that I like. And there are things that I don't like. And right now there's way too many things that I don't like. That I don't like. But all right, everybody, here we go. 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 Let's start off today. Let's start off today. Let's look in. You like that thing, huh? What's poppin'? Ovi's broken stick. How you been? Still been waiting for you to share those blasters of ice hockey cards with me. I'm starting to feel a little sus about it. Right here. Let's look at the line combinations for today, everybody. We have four. You know, we gotta switch this around. Shoot. Uh, yeah, yeah. I like that. It's working that bad. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. All right. So here we go. Starting for the Lightning, or at least looking at their line, starting from left wing to right wing, Jake Gensel, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, just a S tier first line. Second line, Hagels, Brandon Hagel, Anthony Sorelli, and Nick Paul. I would give that like a B. Honestly, it's because Paul just isn't what he was during that second Stanley Cup. Third line, be Oliver Bjorkstrand, Yanni Gord, and Gage Conclaves. Of course, getting Yanni Gord and Bjorkstrand back, or Yanni Gord back, and Bjorkstrand from the Kraken. Unique movement for Bjorkstrand, of course, going to a non-contender to a contender. I wonder how it feels for Gord, having been stolen from that team, now back at a discount, probably. Finally, fourth line, you got Zemus Gergensons, Luke Glenning, and Darren Radish. I have a feeling like, for whatever reason, my hockey game is choosing to not play on purpose. Thank you. So I guess the hockey game was going on for some reason. My ESPN was just like, he wants to watch basketball. I'll definitely not. All right, the Rangers game is on. Who's this lady? Mr. Ranger Award. The Mr. Ranger Award for Jonathan Quick. What a interesting award. The Mr. Ranger Award for Jonathan Quick. We gotta go back here. But anyways, then we got, of course, we don't have to get necessarily into all the pairings, but we'll go Victor Hedman, JJ Mosier for the first line for the Lightning. Then you got Ryan McDonough and Eric Cernak, the second line for the defense. Finally, you got Emil Lilleberg and Nick Perbix for that last line. For that Emil Lilleberg guy is really cool. All right, New York Rangers. We got Artemi Panarin from left wing, center Vincent Trocheck on right wing, Brennan Ottman. Don't know who that guy is. Second line, Gabriel Perreault, JT Miller, and Alexis Lafreniere. Third line, Will Cooley, Mika Zibanejad, and Johnny Brodzinski. Fourth line, Chris Kreider, Sam Carrick, and Matt Rempe. I don't understand this team at all. Chris Kreider, fourth line. Am I reading this right, bro? The guy on the left didn't know when to salute, or the guy on the right saluted way too early. Either which way, that was weird. All right, defensive pairings. We don't know if Keandre Miller is playing tonight, so they might only be rolling with 5D, which would have been Keandre Miller and Will Bogren, Carson Soucy, Adam Fox, Uro Vakinen, and Braden Schneider. We'll see. We will see. All right, He's singing pretty loud, pretty clear. All right. I didn't know there's a Mr. Ranger over. I mean, I'm not a Rangers fan necessarily, so I do got my players ready to play some fantasy hockey though. F with the real one though. I wonder what. I don't want to look at what. I'm afraid to even look up all the Blues players you recommended me. Oh, this game's about to start. It's about to start. All right, all right. Let's go live. First, we're gonna look at. I am gonna go to. We're gonna do a little thing different. We're gonna do a little more close-ups today. Come on, come on. Let's see how well this looks. That is not bad. That is not bad. So we're looking. Ooh, get a big scratch on. No, goodness. So looking at the Tampa Bay Lightning, I have three notable players that I want everybody to keep their eye out before I kind of get more into watching the game. Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, and Eric Cernak. All three of these players are dead. All three of these players. I mean, first of all, you got to worry about Braden Point and Kucherov being on the same line. That by itself is a challenge. The Lightning have been nothing but a nonstop machine for the last 5 seasons, at least. At least. The Lightning deserved those cups. They probably deserved a couple more, honestly. They're a fantastic team. Fantastic. What I say, fantastic? Fantastic team. They're very talented, extremely talented hockey club. I, I mean, when you watch that team, man, you're just like you're just amazed. But they're just so consistent. I tell you though, I tell you, the talent on some of these teams. Hey, Ivan, okay, I'm gonna call for loud work. Sorry for the spotty views. Apologize. You log on whenever you want to log on. No, I've not gotten around to making an account yet, but I will this week and tag you on it. Well, that will be interesting. I look forward to seeing your kids. I look forward to seeing a lot about your life. Always broken sick. I think you're a really cool person. I like talking to you. I really like hearing more about you. It's pretty interesting trophy. I see is up in hockey. I don't know, man. The trophy was I. I mean, it was an I trophy. I'll be honest. looked a little too like bronzo or something. Like it just looked a little dark when it shouldn't be, or like scratched. I don't know. Maybe it's old. Maybe they just don't take good care of it. I don't even know what you do when you drop a trophy. Because the Lightning dropped the Stanley Cup and the Capitals dropped the Stanley Cup. The amount of dents they've had to buff out of it is insane. However, though, the Tampa Bay Lightning, I mean, they've been in the playoffs so many seasons. They I don't know what they're doing, dude. The Tampa Bay Lightning know exactly what they're doing, and they're gonna continue doing it. Mod, I have one more phone. You come grab. Hagel is so good for the Lightning. Imagine if the Lightning would have hit on Tanner Janot. That would have been insane. And I think that they were banking on him being able to replace Stamkos, and he just was not it. They gave up a lot for that opportunity, and it just didn't happen. Oh, I'm just being silly, Obi's broken stick. I'm just being silly. You gotta be. I only care about. I mean, I only care about seeing your cards, man. Nothing else matters. Just being friendly, man. Just being friendly. If you want to share stuff, I hope it's appropriate. Hope it doesn't melt my eyes or give me viruses. Or fantasy box. That's stupid. How am I getting such a? Oh my gosh! I'm at the point where I have to start blocking ads. Dude, why does it keep going to this college game day? I'm not watching any college thing. I am exclusively NHL. Keeps bringing me this college game day. Stupid. I don't care about anything college, dude. So stupid. So stupid. College, man. College. Uh, Still not 0-0 over here. I'm over here just spewing nonsense. Gotta hype up the chat a little bit. Hype up the chat a little bit. All right, Rangers, get the puck on in. Nope, they're in their own zone. I lied. They recovered the puck. It's the other way around. It's, who's going to be the first team to score? I think it's going to be the Lightning. I think the Lightning are going to destroy the Rangers. I think it's going to be like 6-2. 6-2 hockey game. Lightning winning. The Lightning will be winning tonight. Oh, and Vasilevsky settled the puck, passed it to his teammate. The teammate lost it, and then they lost possession of it. Oh, shot! Vasilevsky knocking his own net off of the pegs. You knock that net off. Say that 4 times fast. Knock that net off. Knock that net off. Knock that net off. Knock that net off. Not the worst. Aye, 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 we going to an intermission. Going to a commercial break. I'm gonna step off set and I'll be right back. I'm right around the corner, but I'm cleaning my eyes out. Put an eye drop or two. All right, I'm in this thing. I'm in this thing. What you gonna do? I'm in this thing. I'm in this thing. I'm coming right there. All right, isn't there another hockey game coming on at like 6:30 on NHL Net? Looking at these stats, what do we got for the stats? What do we got? 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 The cards look cool. The cards look cool. Well, we gonna keep it up. We gonna keep it up here. We gonna keep it up here. Dude, where the A is everybody on A? What A everybody on eggs? What A everybody on A? Everybody on A. Everybody on A. Oh, oh. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna log on in. How do you find? Oh, I'm just sitting here waiting to see what's going on. They've been skating around the circle. All right, face off. Who wins it? Rangers. They keep it in. Well, casting, yeah. Yanni Goid. Cernak. Oh, Rangers. They get it out. Who's skating it through? Is that Susie? No, Lightning take it away. Kucherov holds it behind Vasilevsky. Lightning are looking to set up. He gives it to McDonough. Point comes up. Ooh, splits the defense, shovels it along, creates an intense forecheck. Lightning Kucherov centers it, but it was too hot to handle. Lightning have to reset. That puck's going all the way back, and no icing. No icing. Rangers 4-on-4 right now. They almost surprised the Lightning. A shot in front. Or maybe a redirect. No. Rangers still trying to find that puck. At least get a pass. They're just scrambling. They're not even looking when they're passing. They're just scrambling. Oh, and somehow that puck made it all the way in front of Vasilevsky. He had to scoop that puck up. Scoop that puck up. That's too bad. Hopefully it will return. That my stream has been spotty. What are you streaming? It's weird. I wait for New York to have two teams. How many teams do you think New York has, Lady Ryrix? Too many? Ho. I don't even know, man. I don't even know that funny. I don't even know if that's funny. I don't really find that very funny, but I don't really know if that's funny. I don't really think it's very funny. All right. We're waiting on this face off. Lightning win this one. All right. Both teams win face offs. However, it is in the Lightning zone. So it's a lot more crucial that they do win and control it because now they're boosting out of their zone. Even faster. Oh, curl it around. It's going to send it all the way around. Perfect. Is he just ripping it? Lilleberg, what can you do? Come on, Lilleberg. Get him. Oh, Perbix, you almost got to skate all the way back and grab that puck. He's just going to rip it all the way through. And Rangers, is that Rempe? Boosting. Turn. Sends it back to the point. Shot. They can't find it. Puck in front. Rempe's waiting for it. He's going to try and do something with the puck. Skating around. Oh, almost loses the puck. Kind of gets it in front. Vasilevsky with a save. Rempe is just a Goliath, man. It's scary. It's scary how big that guy is. We got a commercial. All right, so what? Let's look at hockey. We don't really. What do we got in the chat? Lady Rhetorics. Well, I guess I feel like it's oddly unfair that some states have more than one team while there are some states with zero. I'm saying spread the love. Where would you like to see teams over there, Lady Rhetorics? Tell me where. Tell me the Lady Rhetorics NHL expansion. It sounds like you're really interested in expansion and you have a very strong opinion on where teams should be. This Pizza Hut commercial is so weird. Pulls off his pants and he has jorts on. See, if there's one sport that you don't want to eat anything with your hands after, it's basketball. Because your hand is touching the ball and the ball is literally just getting everywhere on the ground. You honestly gotta wonder how basketballers wash their hands. Montana, Kentucky, and Kansas. Tell me about the fan bases in Montana, Kentucky, and Kansas. Tell me what big name teams are in there for any other sport. I'm listening. I'll wait. I want the Hannah Montana Mammoth. She likes that one a lot. My mom's dying in the other room. I can't believe she came. I heard you just instantly dead. Oh, against back. Oh, big check and a takedown. That's going to bring our first penalty. And you're going to do that with Rempe on the ice? What are you thinking? Rempe, I'm not fighting you. You're not worth my time. I'll crush any single one of you guys. And that's the hard thing. Like Matt Rempe, Literally can't check people. He has to keep his arms like this, but what do you do when you have a stick? You just have to put your arms down. Like, what do you do? What do you do? How do you hit if you're Rempe? He holds his arms up, and now you're, and now everyone's face is at his elbow. Smacking stuff. Yeah, I like it when you talk about your expansion ideas. No, I want to hear your expansion ideas. What would you name a team in Kentucky? And if you're calling them the Colonels, I'll hate you. Oh, Rangers, some wax, some bounces, but no goal. Power play. Panarin, Zibanejad, skating in is a ripper. That's going to bounce all the way off the bar. Come back. Panarin, he's going to boost in. Rip it right in the slot. Bounces right off of Vasilevsky. That is going to bounce out. However, that puck got cleared. Rangers going to skate it by it. You have to take that track all the way back. Who's got it? Fox? Rangers are in. And just like that, I look down at the players that are in because I can't see all their names. I don't know all their names yet. See, I don't know why they have the players on the ice, but they're not like, let's not put their jersey number. Why would you do that? Sometimes I can only see the players with their jersey numbers. And right, oh, lightning shorthanded. Hagel, ripper shots, no goal, waved off. That looked like that went in. That looked like that went in. That looked like that went in, but they waved it off. So the Rangers are on this power play, right? I don't know how many shots. It's 11-1 shots right now. Rangers have 11 shots. Lightning have 1. Hagel, this went right off the bar. A little Sorelli steal. Hagel dazzle right through the legs. Ripper right off the crossbar. Four on four right now, it looks like for 5 seconds. Then the Lightning going to go on the power play. Lightning, power play. 7 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the period. Rangers shorthanded. Fox, razzle, dazzle, turn, no look, pass, and just like that, it's a 2-on-2. Kucherov pass, point, pass, Cooch. Score. Like you see, like it's so disgusting. You see it coming. You know that they're that talented. You know they're that talented. Kucherov doesn't even care. Gensel to Kucherov. Kucherov. Point. Point. Kucherov. Score. And he almost missed too. Maybe that's why he's not celebrating. He knows he almost missed that net. And he did that earlier this season, so that's why he's like, oof, I almost screwed that one up. But that's a weird thing about Kucherov. He just doesn't care. Like unless it's playoffs, he just doesn't care. And even then, it's just he's just a cold-hearted programmed robot. Huntsmen or Pioneers? What is this? The Call of Duty League? The Challengers? Get out of here with these names. Warlocks? What is this, an MMO? Wendigo? When's the last time you or anybody else has ever heard of a Wendigo? Hey, Yanni Gord scores. That's a minute apart. Rangers crumbling. Be the Thunder. Failed clearing attempt. Oh my gosh. Unlucky bounce after unlucky bounce after unlucky bounce. The Rangers try to clear it. It bounces off the skate of a Lightning player. The Lightning player shoots it in. It bounces off the skate of a Lightning player. He falls down, and falling down, the puck comes out of his skates, goes to his stick, and he shoots it and he scores. 2-0 Lightning. Yanni Gord's 7th goal this season, his first goal with Tampa Bay since being back. How would you even have the logo be for what? The Wendigos? Yeah, no. Dude, no. Wow. I didn't think for that far, bro. Just team and their home. Well, that's obvious, but at the same time, no one's brain would ever go to Windingo. No one's brain would ever go that unless there's some crazy witchcraft practicing person who just got their latest acid trip or something. Dude, that's a weird go-to. Windingos. My goodness. Why don't they just call them the trolls? Lightning are on a power play still? Oh my gosh. Or again? Whatever. They want to make it 3-0. They do it. 3-0. Lightning. 3 goals, 3 minutes. Disgusting. Disgusting. We're gonna try to find this game. Sports. Right now. Mm. Wow. I can't believe that. 3 goals in 3 minutes, I'm pretty sure. I work my nose hairs. Yeah. 3 goals in 3 minutes. Ha 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 ha. Rangers cooked. And how to just give a game away without even giving a game away? Not often you get cooked that bad. Not often you just get absolutely blown the F out that bad. I think it's beautiful when you look at a team like the Lightning. They're so Lilleberg just crushed somebody. Rempe came back for the revert for a hit, and Lilleberg just got out of the way. Rempe just went right in the boards. Lightning win the face-off, and they throw it down low. Hagel. Shot to the front's going to bounce. 6-11 6 shots, 3 goals. 6 shots, 3 goals. Okay. There the guy. Oh, whoa, whoa. What are the Rangers going to do? Hold that puck behind the net? Rangers shoot it back. No, they have the possession now. Can they do anything? They have. Oh no, they took it back in their zone and they lost possession. Lightning a free setup. Got a shot. It went off the right side of the boards. Lightning trying to shoot it along. Can Gensel get to it? He does not. Rangers gonna lift that puck out and icing. Just like that. Guess where that puck's going? Right back. And just again, we're gonna have more and more and more and more intimidating. The passes that the Lightning have right now are insane. I didn't think that before. I was just trying to think of intimidating things. Are you intimidated by a Wendigo? You sound like you'd be intimidated by a butterfly. Kentucky butterflies. Oh no, Lightning player breaks the stick. 2-on-1. Rangers developing. Panarin rips it shot. Bounces off the player. Panarin almost wipes out a little bit on the side of the boards too. Lightning 2-on-4. Backhand shoveler. That's just going to bounce off Shesterkin. Beautiful hockey right now. So much effort from both sides of the ice. Rangers trying to make something happen. But the Rangers are a really unique team. They get Lafreniere and they don't really do it. Like, what do you do with them, man? I hated that my dad was probably right. My pops was like, dude, they probably should have just traded him. Hard to trade your first overall pick that you just surprise you did bad, you get him, but you also just have like a lot of great players on your team and no one knows how you did this bad. Just so happens. Just so happens, first overall pick, Rangers. Alexi Lafreniere. All right, we got to figure this out. '20 draft. Lafreniere, Byfield, Stutzla, Raymond, Sanderson, Drysdale, Holtz, Quinn, Rossi, Perfetti, Arasov, Lundell, Jarvis, Holloway, Amarov, Gooley, Reichel, Mercer, Schneider, Bakhmadulin, Chinikov, Lafreniere, Forrester, Zari, Barron, Neighbors, Perrault, Gregg, Bryson, Bork, Weisblatt. I mean, I guess there's a few players that you could have taken in front of Lafreniere, but it was Rangers, Kings, Senators. Those were your top worst teams. Yeah, and you gotta handle those with care. I and yeah, you almost like first overall is great, but sometimes second or might not be the worst because I feel like once you how do I put this? I feel like it's so hard to go back and like, oh, they should have taken this guy, they should have taken that guy, and they took what they took. But to think about, I mean, because Lafreniere is a great player, but you just like the Rangers, they almost like didn't need this pick. Like this pick didn't feel like it helped. Let's go over the stats for the end of the first. Go over the first period stats. Shots 9 to 11. So we saw 3 goals on 6 shots. So 50% scoring percentage for 3 goals at 3 goals is insane. 12 shots by the Rangers and no progress. 0 to 6 hits. So Rangers doing what they can to control this hockey game, and obviously it's not working. 37 to 62% faceoff. So the Rangers winning the puck. But you also know that they've had 4 giveaways, but not as many as the Lightning. They had 7 giveaways. So the Lightning giving away less, Rangers giving away more. The Rangers being currently down so many goals, it feels like is it and it really when you look at that goal percentage, that 50%, they're just making the most of their opportunities. Like they're ripping these goals home. They're just like that goal from Kucherov to point to Kucherov, they dismantled them. It was embarrassing. And now you look at where they're at, they're not coming back. They're not coming back. This game died. They got murdered right in that period. I'm gonna take a break, everybody. I'll be back for the second period. All right, all right, what? All right, everybody. Let's go live again. I'll show off the cards. I'm gonna switch it over to the Rangers side for this period. Still no supper though over here, so I'm gonna recharge with a cinnamon bun or cinnamon roll. I don't know what you call it. Yeah, cinnamon roll. I'll leave that up to you. Rangers trying to get an early goal. Got a shot to the net. Rangers unsuccessful. 2-on-1 Lightning. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Rangers in front be jamming. Rangers are jamming. Lightning players did not like that. Oh, Hedman, an extremely weak chip. Doesn't make it to his doesn't make it to his teammate. Excuse me. Didn't make it to his teammate. Had to clear my throat, and I said I hate myself. I hate myself so much right now. You won't hear that. You will not hear that very often. You will not hear that very often. I'll tell you that, everybody. Mount Lightning. All right, Lightning, send it up. Rangers, the Benajad gets a shot. Another shot. Vasilevsky is facing some early quick shots. Rangers up to 15 shots so far. I don't know how many this period, maybe 4. Do we have a penalty? Hook? Who's hooking? Not Lilleberg. It's Lilleberg. He was hooking. All right, Rangers are so either the Rangers will score or so either the Rangers will score or the Lightning will score. I know it sounds really stupid saying that out loud, but considering the fact that The way that this game is gone, I could definitely see the Lightning getting like a 3-on-1, or the Rangers just slam home a goal like that. Mika Zibanejad, redirector. Goodbye, shutout. We have a hockey game. And that's like a weird thing for hockey, because hockey is really the only sport that the goals can come fast and the goals can come slow. For example, you look at baseball. The score is normally a good 6 to something. You get a lot of runs in baseball. You look at basketball. It's 100, 100, 100, 100. You don't got to worry about basketball. Football, you're looking at like 20, 30, 25 to 30. Soccer, you're looking at 1 to 2, maybe 3, maybe 3. Why you cross-checking? Cooley gets shoved, and then Cooley bashes him back. He's like, I ain't getting shoved. Hockey's just one of those few sports you get to act like a toddler. He hit me first, and it just works. Let's. Oh, I like that. I like that. I looked over there. I'm like, you just pour me a bunch of vodka? I'm streaming, woman. Only 2 shots of vodka. Yeah. Yeah. What was that? Winnipeg Jets, dude. St. Louis Blues versus the Winnipeg Jets. What a! I should have casted this game. This is a slug right now. St. Louis Blues are just on an absolute rager right now. Nobody knows how much drugs they've done. Not even them. All right. I got 2 hockey games going on, everybody. Obi's Broken Stick, where are you at, dude? I haven't seen you for a minute. You with your kids? What are you laughing at? And how many? So tell me what year of the blaster was that you got. I'm pretty interested to know the year of the blaster that you got. I haven't, because there's some blasters that I've only seen 1 year. I wonder if you found anything other than I found. And I mean, I used to look a lot, but now I don't really care anymore. I used to have fun with the blasters, but now I'm not having fun with no blasters. Knowing that the best thing that you can get is the numbered card.
That's the second best thing that you can get, and that's 90% of what you're gonna like. That's 40% of what you're gonna find, and then there's one card out of 20 blasters that has the base hit. No thanks. 1 out of 20? F that. Bro, is that Kucherov card from the different set? Where have you actually? So believe it or not, I've kind of like gone in and out of hockey for years. And I always would just buy a little bit of hockey cards because I thought it'd cool. And I bought hockey cards like 8 years ago. That's what I got. Electromagnetic. Returning to action after recovering from hip surgery, Kucherov delivered a 3-point effort to 21-1-3 to help Tampa Bay defeat host Florida 5-4 in Game 1 of the first round playoff series, March 16th, 2021. Okay, maybe only 3 years. But, and I'm not angry. We got to go to our other team for tonight. Remember, we got 2 teams. I mean, the Rangers finally showed up, right? The Rangers finally showed up. We weren't sure if they were going to show up, but they did. Lafreniere, Cooley, and Trocheck. Gee, what's going on? I had to mute myself while the cooking process was going on over here. Sounded like somebody was, I don't know, rattling a doorknob. That's what I was thinking. What a weird commercial. I think that actress Rag. Still at a commercial break. I'm watching this Blues game. Come on, Blues. Crush the Jets. Imagine winning for 2 months straight. And that's what I like about a team like the Blues. They just like figure it out. They just snap into it. They're like, F this, we're just winning. Like we're just gonna play. And they just do. No superstars. They have all stars, but not superstars. And no hockey gods. You look at them and then you look at other teams with like players like the Penguins that don't make the playoffs. Minnesota Wild who can't buy a win. So many other teams out there that would like to be competitive but just just can't, and they just have tremendous talent on their teams. So much talent on their teams, and they just can't get anything to go. Can't do it. Can't do it. 13:06 to go on the second period. Rangers win the faceoff in the offensive zone. I'm going to pull up this wild card over here. The Rangers, oh, they almost had a beautiful feed in the attacking zone, but it got knocked out of the air. Blues are in the first wild card spot at 93 points. The Oilers are next at 93 points, so they can knock the Oilers out of their spot. Send the Oilers down to wild card. Imagine if the Oilers didn't make the playoffs because McDavid and Draisaitl got injured. Wouldn't that be something? And aren't the Oilers on a losing streak too? I thought they were on a pretty bad losing streak. I'm waiting for something exciting to happen in the hockey game again. I like goals or big hits. What? Uh, Armada's sticking her tongue out at me. And I don't know why she's doing that to me. All right. Rangers. They know that they're in this hockey game. 22 shots, 1 goal to stand for. Lightning, since they're 6 shots with 3 goals, they've had taken 8 more shots with no success. 14 shots for the Lightning. And we want to see some more. We want to see more from both teams. Hi. All right, Rangers hold the neutral zone. Zibanejad slap that puck in. Who got that puck? Hedman tries to shoot it out. Point, bouncer out. Rangers attack it again. Ref say, offsides. That's offsides. You know what that means? He ain't scoring. You cannot score. You cannot score. Cannot score. All right. We in the thing. Yeah. We in the thing and we watching this high key. Oh. All right. We in the thing. All right. We in the thing. We in the thing. We in this 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 thing. Yay, yay. All right. Lightning. Boost out of that zone. Show me another goal, Lightning. At least on the Lightning score, it looks cool. And of course, the reason that we know that is because they've scored 3 times, as opposed to the one by the Rangers being so slow of a her. Here they go, skate it up. Rangers on the attack. They get a weird bounce, so they keep control of the puck. Repe sends it around the boards. 10 minutes left. Half the hockey game is gone. So looking at this wild card over here, right? In the Central, you got your Jets, Stars, Jets, Excuse me. Once I start eating or sometimes drinking something, I get a lot of saliva. Because I'm just so hungry for more or thirsty for more. It tastes so good. So in the Central, the slots are full. Jets, Stars, Avalanche, all clinched. In the Pacific, Golden Knights, Kings have clinched. Who knows who's going to do it before, the Blues or the Oilers? I think the Blues might clinch before the Oilers, honestly. I think the Blues will continue to just crush teams. I think their bender might. I think they're gonna go to like 15 games. I think they'll win this game and two more. So I think they're at 11 right now. And then for the wild card, Blues are at 93, the Wild at 91. Then you have the rat race of Calgary, Vancouver, Utah at 85, 83, 82. Honestly, those teams probably aren't doing anything. It's probably already settled. So there's probably no hope over there. Going up to the Eastern Conference, that's pretty much already done. Maple Leafs, Lightning, Panthers clinched. Capitals, Hurricanes clinched. Devils are close at 89 points. Wild card, Senators 90 points. Canadians 85 points. Rangers 79. They're way too far away. So it's really just between those to see what's going to go on with the Senators, Canadians, and Devils. It's probably just going to be the Devils. There's no way any of those other teams are even close. So I pretty much know who's going to be in the playoffs. Pretty much already know. Now we wait. Now we wait. There's not a whole lot of other storylines for the season. I mean, if I was Minnesota, I don't know what you do if you're Minnesota. Do you like, all right, Marc-Andre Fleury, looking for the post. It must be so hard to have your farewell season have a direct negative correlation with the rush for the playoffs. Period. You wonder who people will point the finger at. Rangers are trying to. I mean, they're doing a decent job keeping the puck in the zone, and they're attacking. But let's see if they'll break Vasilevsky. Jake Enskol doesn't want him to, so he sends the puck in a neutral zone. So is that the truth? So the Rangers aren't making it in? That's crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, because there's just way too big of a gap for some of these teams to just like let's lose like at this point in the season losing 3 games in a row. Maybe a game here and there, win one, lose one. Even if you do that for the rest of the season, you'll be fine. Some of these other teams would literally have to win like 8 games in a row just absolutely just go insane and crack for the rest of the season. It's possible. You just don't see it happening. Not at all. I haven't figured out why it's so cold. We don't have the fan turned down. I have returned. The wee caking is back. So Lafreniere, Trocheck, and Cooley. You gotta wonder about Lafreniere. That was something I wanted to talk about. So 2020 was when Lafreniere was drafted. Cool. I wonder. Let's see what I can find. Let's use some voice control. New York Rangers 2019 ending roster. So this roster had Zibanejad, Trubus, Ryan Strome, Mark Stahl, Brendan Smith, Brandon Skacey, Shesterkin, Panarin, Boo Knives, Vladislav Nemesnikov, Greg McKegg, Henrik Lundqvist. Wow. Ryan Lindgren, Brendan Lemieux, Chris Kreider, Kaapo Kakko, Brent Howden, Michael Halley, Libor Hajek, Timothy Gettinger, Alexander Georgiev, Julian Gother, Adam Fox, Steve Fogarty, Jesper Foss, Philip Degussa, Tony DeAngelo, Philip Cheidel, Pavel Buchnevich, and Elias Anderson. So this was the roster that did so bad that caused the Rangers to draft first overall in 2020. New York Rangers 2020 roster. Now let's talk about their 2020. You got Zibanejad, Trouba, Strome, Brennan Smith, Igor Shesterkin, Kevin Rooney, Justin Richards, Tarmo Ruonanen, Artemi Panarin, Keandre Miller, Ryan Lindgren, Brendan Lemieux, Alexis Lafreniere, Chris Kreider, Vitaly Kravtsov, Keith Kincaid, Kaapo Kakko, Zach Jones, Jack Johnson, Brett Howden, Libor Hajek, Timothy Gettinger, Alexander Georgiev. No, this looks great. Got a taste test, everybody. I gotta make sure no one's poisoning my woman. So I gotta eat it first. No, those are pretty tasty. All right, all right. So the reason why I'm looking at these rosters is because I wanted to really see what environment Alexis Lafreniere had to develop in. So let's just look at this. Like, it's ridiculous. Mika Zibanejad, Igor Shesterkin, Artemi Panarin, Chris Kreider, Adam Fox, Pavel Buchnevich. That's just a few players. I named like 5 or 6. Well, some of those are 50 goal scorers. 50 goal scorers, 100-point players, right? How many teams have that type of a roster having just drafted first overall? Let's look at, okay, let's start walking it back. San Jose Sharks. Logan Couture, who's been injured for like the last 3 years. Tomas Hertl that they traded to the Vegas Golden Knights. They don't have anybody right now, as of right now. That's over a 20 goal scorer, I don't think. Maybe Granlund was before he got traded. But that team is awful. And by I mean awful, I mean it's kids that don't know, that are new to the league. They don't know what they're doing. It's whatever, right? It's whatever. This is how it is. And I think it's very intriguing to look at the roster. Like, look at the Blackhawks for Connor Bedard. Literally nobody. Pat Maroon, not necessarily known for his high-flying talent. He's talented, but he plays a different role. He's a grinder. He gets results. And he just does. That's it. End of story. He gets results. So that's another thing that you got to think about, though, is if they did do well, how far did they go? So the Blackhawks, right? Nobody, absolute nobody there for Bedard. Who was before Bedard? Was that Power? NHL first overall draft picks. So Slavkowski. Now Slavkowski has a lot of young talent, right? He had Caden Gooley. He had, of course, Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki. So there's a lot of potential on the Canadians. So I'll give them that. Oh, the Blues player died. Oh, honor one of their greats for the Blues. But anyways, like I'm saying, and then you go, Slavkowski is 22 with the Canadians. 2021 is Owen Power. Another situation, decent players, awful team. Jack Hughes, Rasmus Dahlin, same thing, same thing. Nico Hischier, same thing. So you look at some of these teams for some of these players for these first overall picks, and they're just thrown in a pit of nothing. Lafreniere was thrown into a team of pure talent. They just sucked. I don't know. I don't know how they got that pick, but they're a very talented team. And somehow, some way, they did bad enough to where they got to draft first overall. But I don't think that they've been able to truly give Lafreniere the opportunity could to develop, the time, anything to hold on, everyone. Oh, she turned on the blender and it just got me going crazy. Don't ever let her turn on the blender while I'm Don't ever turn on the blender while I'm casting. Did you see what that did to me? Got me all blended up. Can't blend me on stream. Private, non-Montgomery minting, Montgomery, non-Montgomery minting. Copy. Replica. All right. We got 1:41, New York Rangers power play. New York have the opportunity to end the second period strong. Let's cast this out. I will cast this out. Oh, right in front, shoveling it around. No opportunity. Trocheck just was not long enough to get that puck. Was that Lilleberg or McDonough? No, I think that was Cernak. He just ripped that puck all the way down the ice. Fox sends it up to Panarin. Panarin shot bounces right off the pad of Vasilevsky. And Fox going to help reclaim the puck. Rangers keep it in the zone. A couple short passes between the bread man. Here they go. They're making moves. They're trying to draw the players away. Shot in the slot. That's gonna bounce away. Still behind Vasilevsky. The Lightning unable to clear. Rangers feel like they have an opening right now. We're gonna watch them. Ooh, fake pass. It's gonna bounce right back to you. You're gonna feel a little goofy for doing that right there. That looked like Miller. Panarin, Ripper. Bounce off Vasilevsky. No rebound. 7 seconds left in the period. One last attack. Shot and bouncer off to the corner. That's going to do it for the period. As one last shot does bounce onto Vasilevsky's helmet, he does hold on to it. Looking at the stats before we go into our intermission. Do cheap viewers. I always want cheap viewers. 15 shots to 29. That's insane. So that's 9 shots without a goal, but who cares? You got 3 shots on 6 goals, or 3 goals on 6 shots. You don't got anything to worry about. Face-offs, 37 to 62. That really hasn't changed. So the Lightning just not winning the face-offs, not really gaining possession of the puck. Hits 3 to 16. So the Lightning, they're not really a physical team. They just want to score. You hit them, doesn't seem to really affect them so far. Block shots 10 to 11. Both teams doing everything they can to keep the puck out of their net. Keep that puck out of our net. 1 and 2 takeaways. So just 1 on the side of the Lightning, 2 for the Rangers. And of course, I will round it out with our takeaways and giveaways. So that was 1 takeaway for the one team, 1 for the other. For the Lightning, 2 for the Rangers. And then we have 10 giveaways for the Lightning and 8 giveaways for the Rangers. So both teams very, very similar to their mistakes. Both teams very, very unsimilar to the results. That's what we'll say about the second period. I'll get back very soon. See you for the third period. Oof, yeah, spirit in the business. Ooh, yeah, spirit in the business. I need an intermission timer. I need an intermission timer. I'm on live right now. Wow, I'm live live. Wow, I'm live now. Wow, 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 wow. I'm so live now. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Enough of that. All right, very well. Good idea. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, thank you. All right, everybody, we're back to the hockey. Hey, Obi's broken stick. If you're still here, what do you think about the Blues? Or Nuke Force? What do you think about the Blues? And Brandon Tanev back in Winnipeg. He cross-checked Valimaki when he was jumping to grab the puck. And the Blues going on that power play. Rangers are attacking again. Ooh, beautiful attempt back. Backhand skate by right past the goalie. Quick shot. Excuse me. I was like clearing my throat while I was speaking. All right. So as I was saying, he took a shot. He was skating right by the goalie. He took a backhander. But it was deflected. Low key, I'm interested on this Blues power play. Jets be clearing. Yeah, right? The shots on goals, the differential is insane right now. The Lightning scored on their 3 goals on their first 6 shots. 3 goals in 3 minutes. It was under 3 minutes, but 3 goals in 3 minutes. That's what we'll call it. Nuke Force, they're okay. It's hard to me to see O'Reilly on the Predators. Oh, Nuke Force, are you a Predators fan? Or what fan are you? Rangers, are you going to set anything up? So, like I was saying before we went into our. Ooh, who was that? Falk going to the penalty box. What did he do wrong? Kind of clipped the guy? So, what I was talking about kind of towards the end of the last period, the last intermission, is that we were talking about first overall draft picks. And not just overall draft picks, but Alexei Lafreniere more individually. We were talking about how if you look at most teams right now, you look at the Sharks, you look at the Blackhawks, not a lot of potential there besides their first overall picks. I mean, it is a wasteland. But then you look at some other teams. Okay, you look at Montreal Canadiens, Juraj Slafkowski. You already have Nick Suzuki. You already have Cole Caulfield as two foundational pieces to your roster, right? Like really important players to have. Then you look at the Buffalo Sabres. Owen Power, right? Owen Power coming into a decent roster. However, their struggles had been previously documented. Take a drink of everything. Take a drink of everything. We got a penalty or what? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? No penalty. Play on. And no score over there. Still tied 1-1 in the Blues Jets. Even though Jets got the power play. So you look okay, and then you look at the Devils getting, what was it, Jack Hughes? And then you go back again. I don't know where we're at. Rasmus Dahlin. We looked it up not too long ago. Oh. Yeah, Jack Hughes of 19, Dahlin in 18, Heischer in 17. So most of those players, or some of those players, went into rosters that had a lot of potential. The Buffalo Sabres, you almost kind of just got to throw them out. So then you look at the Devils. Well, I haven't really looked at the Devils roster. Let's look at it. I'm going to look at it. New Jersey Devils, end of 2015 season. 2016. New Jersey Devils roster, end of 2016 season. Two 2016 New Jersey Devils. Yeah, because they drafted him in 2017, must have. All right, let's look at this roster. Damon Severson, Corey Schneider, David Shemko, Steven Santini, Tumo Ruto, Blake Patella, Kyle Palmieri, Brian O'Neill, Jim O'Brien, Wojciech Moisek, John Moore, Jonathan Merrill, Stefan Matu, Adam Larson, Heath Kincaid, Tyler Kennedy, Sergei Kalin, Jacob Josephson, Adam Henrique, Seth Helgelson, Andy Green, Marc-Andre Gargani, Stephanie Giante, Eric Alintas, Bobby Farnham, Patrick Elias, Jan Danis, Mike Calamari, Reed Boucher, and Joseph Blendinsky. So think about all those players that I just listed. Some talent, some not as talent, right? Some talent, some not as talent when I list that off. I don't think it got much better when they drafted Hughes. 2018, what was that? 2017, 2018. New Jersey Devils 2017-2018 roster. This one, Travis Zajac, Pavel Zacha, Miles Wood, Sammy Vatanen, Drew Stafford, Damon Severson, Corey Schneider, Steven Settini, Kevin Rooney, Joan Quentinville, David Dalton Provit, Blake Patella, Kyle Palmieri, Stefan Nosen, Michael Mueller, John Moore, Pat Maroon, Ben Lovejoy, Nick Lappin, Eddie Lack, Keith Kincaid, Marcus Johansson, Nico Heischer, Adam Henrique, Jimmy Hayes, Taylor Hall, Andy Green, Michael Grabner, Brian Gibbons, Blake Coleman, Will Butcher, Jasper Brott, Brian Boyle, and Kenneth Asnapliev. Thought this guy pretty much fizzled out. Fizzled out. Will Butcher. Butcher. Um, I think my mouse died on stream. We got a commercial break, everybody. But that's what I'm talking about, though, with these first overall picks, though. I think it's really interesting when you look at the teams that they can land on and how that's really going to determine their success. Because Alexei Lafreniere, I don't, he didn't really get a lot of time to develop, I don't really think. I don't think he was really given a lot of ice time because there were so many other players that had so much talent, right? So many other players that were so much more talented because they were experienced. He's just a youngster. And he just didn't get the time, and unfortunately that really stunted his development. Yay, charging moose. Thank you, Mod. Everybody in the chat say W Mod. W Mod. Still 1-1 in the Blues Jets game. 13:06 left to go in the Lightning Rangers game. Lightning. Oh, what do we got? Nothing. It's back to the Rangers. They shovel it back. Vasilevsky just leaves it back. Hagel to McDonough. They lose it. It's kind of just been this like vicious cycle of like broken attacks. Is that icing? Yeah, it looks like an icing. Some sort of break of the play. I have my volume turned down pretty low, so sometimes I just don't know what's going on. But pretty much what we're saying with these first overall picks, players like Celebrini, Bedard, they are gonna they are gonna be the go-to player, and they are the flower in the pile of wreckage. But you look at players like Slavkowski, you look at players like Power. I'd almost like to see what the roster was like before they got Darlene. What is the mod? You W modded yourself? She's so happy. Working on any bounce rate stacks? Cool. Well, if you're in the job mood, keep that up. Whatever you feel more productive with. Vasilevsky looks tired.
I'm just a little silly goose. You know how it says Advent House on his jersey? All I think about are Advent children. Final Fantasy movie for the PSP.
Ooh, Rangers a little quick shot. Vasilevsky just bounces off of him. He's just too good. Rangers can't clear it, but you know who's going to do it? Lightning skated down the ice. Let's see if they can make something of it. 18 to 36 shots. One goal on 36 shots is insane. Matt Rempe sends the puck around the behind the net of the Rangers, and the Rangers just send it to neutral zone. Beautiful attempt, counterattack. Rempe in the give and go. He can't control the puck. No control. Gotta control that puck a little bit better, Rempe. Oh, 1-on-1 Rangers. 2-on-1. Oh, beautiful block down. The Lightning almost had a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-2. They were slowed down and the attack was negated. The Rangers know how scary the Lightning are. And really, a lot of those goals, two of those goals just really didn't feel like they were going to come from nothing. But they did. And they were effective. Bam! Shot! Second shot! Puck bounced right over the net. Rangers just want to do anything they can do to get this puck out of their zone. Let's just see how this goes now. Rangers is trying to get it out of their zone and are struggling a little bit. Lightning skated in. Is that Hagel? Sends it along the boards. Kucherov mismanages the puck, tries to send it to Gensel behind the net. Kucherov picks it up, though, makes up for his mistake. But is battling Cooley, drawing a penalty, and it was holding on Cooley. He's so mad. He was holding my arm. Um, all right, we got a commercial break again. And if you didn't know, Alex Ovechkin is now the NHL's leader in all-time goals at 895 goals, taking over Wayne Gretzky's record. It's happened. It's done. It's over with. Against the Islanders on Sunday in the 1-4 loss, Ovechkin's lone goal completes history. And they actually stopped the game for like a full hour. And then the players had to like go back. Yeah, finish the game. Capitals didn't really. And I thought that was funny. Like, you're really going to do that in the middle of the game? I thought that was weird to have in the middle of the game, but at the same time, I mean, what else are you going to be thinking about? That's the only thing that you're going to be thinking about is that goal. That's all you're going to be thinking about. And you wonder how long Ovechkin could just literally just say, hey, pay me league minimum, and I'll just come on your power play. I'll do the one-timer. I'll do the thing. I'll get 10 goals a season, but as long as I get to my 1,000 goals, that's okay. I'll retire the next day. I'll retire the next day. Just do it for me. Well, not much on hockey. Not much on Hockey X going on right now. I'll see if there's anything explicitly just for this game. Looks like the Lightning's power play is just about over. They're up to 21 shots. And now that I'm sure they're starting to get frustrated. And what a weird turn of events when you're up 3-1 and you're getting mad because you're not scoring. Paul sends it across. Number 30, was that Radish? To Hagel, to Radish? Centers it or sends it to the point. Paul rips it. Bounces off Shesterkin. Let's try it again. Hagel, no look, backhand pass. Almost sends a Ranger player streaking. However, the Lightning, they're just going to shoot it right back into the zone, give up the puck, get the rotation in. Just like that, the power play is over. 5-on-5 hockey continues. And at 6:21 left to go on the clock, it's only a matter of time for the Rangers pull their goaltender. Get it tender. Oh, we have another power play. High stick. Who's high sticking? W mod. That's so funny. They're gonna say Zabinajad? Another Lightning power play. All right, you got to score on this one. Just put them away. You go up 4-1, this game's over. Oh, almost had a ripper in the slot from point. McDonough muscled the puck away. Kucherov, right circle, close circle. Let's play catch. To the point. Back now to Genskul. Kucherov, back to him. He's going to take a shot right off a Rangers player's back. Right off the numbers. He was scared. Oh, shot. It looks like it went off the post from Hedman. Genskul on the line. Tries to center it, but it looks like he may have hit a guy in the face. He may have hit Zibanejad in the face. Ow. I would not want to get hit in the face by a hockey puck. That doesn't look like it feels good at all. A free cold punch from nowhere. I mean, it's a sucker punch. Okay, so it went right off of Shesterkin's stick. So at least that makes me feel a lot better that this was completely accidental. Completely accidental. I mean, he just got sucker punched in the face by a cold fist. His nose is bleeding. Gross. Face off. Win Lightning. Kucherov slapper. And just got a weird angle on it and it bounced weird to the boards. Now there's a bunch of cross checks going in the corner. Who's boosting? It's a Ranger. He's boosting. Less than a minute to go. The Rangers steal the puck. Almost get a shot, but not quite. And now, Lightning already in the zone, ready to attack. Kucherov making shots. Is that Hagel? No, it's Sorelli. I can't tell. Hedman, though, he's trying to set up good passes, and somehow the Rangers players get turned around, and they miss the player. Gensel centering feed, score. Sorelli, or point. Point? Yikes. 4-1 hockey game. Pretty much sealing the deal. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. It's over. That's a zap. Ref's like, let's get this game the F over with. Now, Austin Matthews on maybe breaking Ovi's record one day. That's not happening. Well, how old is that dude? 40 already? He's like 25. Austin Matthews has yet to show he can get consistent 60-goal seasons. Almost got a 70-goal season, got 69 goals. Last season, 69. This season, he's been in and out of being injured. So, in and out of being injured right now. just nowhere near where he'd like to be. Nowhere near. Fun you push. I thought this whole Peloton commercial was setting them up for like to get yelled at, and nope. We're on a commercial break, by the way. They had this Peloton commercial of this guy doing all these exercises, and his downstairs neighbor looking like, "Why is my ceiling caving in?" And he just looked like he was fine with it. Well, empty net for the Rangers. Oh no, it's not going to do anything. Backhand no looker. Didn't go in though. Didn't go in. We're still. This hockey game could still happen. In 3 minutes, the Rangers could score 3 goals. The potential is there. Or will the Lightning put it away? The Lightning will indeed put this hockey game away. Brandon Hagel just flips it into the empty net. Peter Laviolette does not know what to think. After you get punched in the gut 3 times quick like that, and you got the 1 goal, but the inability to build momentum off of that 1 goal led to the downfall. But that's the thing, like you can't expect people in hockey. Hockey is such a weird sport because people are like, oh, it's momentum sport. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. I mean, it's a skill sport, and you have to be happy when you score the goal. I mean, honestly, people really expected with all these bigger pads in the butterfly era of goaltending, maybe 3-1, 3-2 hockey games. Not crazy 7-1 hockey games, right? Not 8-4 hockey games. Shrinking it down a lot. Trying to make it more skillful to score, right? More skillful to score. I don't know how skillful or talented that necessarily means. Whatever. And it's just some neutral zone battles, nothing anything crazy. Neutral zone battles in this game. But like I said, like hockey is such a game of momentum, right? So, oh my gosh, like they scored 1 goal, they're gonna win. Like that's literally some people's mindsets in a like a 1-2 hockey, like in a 1-2 hockey game. If the other team scores 1 goal, oh, the other team's back in it though. You're still up a goal. Like someone's like, I'd rather be up 0-1 rather than 0-2. I'd rather have a 2-goal cushion. Well, no, if they score 1 and then they're 1 away. That's the point. I'd rather them be 1 away. Still, it's a weird mindset. It's a weird mindset. 30 seconds tick down on the clock. I'm going to pull out my list of stats, everybody. Let's go over my final list of stats. We'll end the hockey game. Oh, Lafreniere got a 10-minute misconduct. A blankety blank. Lafreniere. All right. So for the end of our hockey game, let's look at these final stats. I had them pulled up and then I deleted them. Get the F off my screen, basketball. Stupid banners. 5-1 hockey game, Tampa Bay Lightning, of course, being your victor for tonight. Tampa Bay Lightning being your winner for tonight. Shots 23-40, but the first 6 were the only ones that really mattered. That's still not bad. That's almost 1 every 5 shots going in. So 20% shot, 20% chance that your shots are going in is a very, very great stat to have. Hits 3-25, so a lot more aggression coming from the Tampa Bay Lightning. The New York Rangers not doing as good as they could have, but that's where we're at. Faceoffs won 23-28. Tampa Bay Lightning a little far behind that. It's a weird game, right? That 3 goals that just came out of nowhere, that's what did it. That's what did it. They won the game because of that. They absolutely won the game because of that. Block shots 12-15, so very, very comparable. 1-3 takeaways, so very little mistakes. Or very, very little offensive offensive steals, offensive opportunities. And then finally, giveaways 12-11, 12 by the Lightning, 11 by the Rangers. Like I said, everything's so close. The mistakes are close. The opportunities are closer. The shots are very skewed, and the results are extremely skewed. 40 shots and 1 goal is sad. Very sad. But that does conclude our game. Thanks everybody for watching. It's been Week Hiking. Another hockey cast, another great time for everybody to come by, talk hockey, just enjoy the night, enjoy the vibe. I hope you have a great night, and we're going to be back Saturday. You better be back too. It's Week Hiking. Have a good night, everybody.